Birmingham, Alabama was not a sane or safe place for a black family in the 1950s or 60s, but it was home for John and Angelina Rice and their daughter Condoleezza. The city was so torn apart by racial violence, it earned the nickname Bombingham. It seemed an unlikely place to produce a future United States Secretary of State.
Birmingham, Alabama, deep, segregated South, a place where you couldn't go into the Woolworths and have a hamburger at the lunch counter.
Dr. Condoleezza Rice, former United States Secretary of State, says her journey from the segregated South to high academia and then onto international diplomacy is a truly American story. In her recent family memoir, Extraordinary Ordinary People, Dr. Rice recounts how her parents and grandparents created a foundation for success in the heart of the Jim Crow South.
This is a really American story. It's a story that says you can come from pretty humble circumstances and you can be expected to do great things if you have a few ingredients. I had parents who gave me unconditional love, and there isn't really any substitute for it. My parents, and really my grandparents and the community, are very much the reason that I am who I am.
Granddaddy Rice, the sharecropper's son, sold a year's worth of cotton to pay for his freshman year at Stillman College. He had received a scholarship that paid for the rest of his education and became a Presbyterian minister. From that point forward, he planted churches and schools in community after community. Condi's father followed in his footsteps, earning a college degree.
In my case, I had parents and grandparents and a community that was remarkable for its tenacity and for its perseverance. These were in many ways ordinary people.
Condi's father, John Rice, was a Presbyterian minister and a high school guidance counselor. Her mother, Angelina, was a teacher and a musician like her mother. Condi's grandmother started her on the piano at age 3. In fact, her name Condoleezza means clay with sweetness.
My mother was an artist, and I think I inherited her artistic temperament, her love of the arts, her belief that the arts are really our democratic heritage. They shouldn't be for the elite.
The Rices invested their lives in others. The oppression and racial hatred they endured didn't stop them from opening doors of opportunity for the next generation.
In the afternoon, my father had a youth fellowship. That was where he brought kids from really all of the city. He would have for them Bible study, but he also had social events. And then on Tuesday, we had tutoring in algebra and we had tutoring in French. I was very much active in the church because at a very young age I started playing the piano for the church. So we were kind of an interesting family. My mom played the organ, my father preached, and I played the piano.
While Condi was playing the piano in church on Sunday, September 15, 1963, a large explosion rocked the community. 2 blocks away, a bomb blast at the 16th Street Baptist Church killed 4 girls preparing for morning choir worship. Black Birmingham was grief-stricken. Their outrage awakened the nation, and history records these murders as a tipping point in the civil rights movement. Condi remembers it as the day her playmate, Denise McNair, pictured here receiving her kindergarten diploma from Condi's father, was killed.
When you walk through difficult circumstances or frightening circumstances, when you're younger, like I was as a kid when 16th Street was bombed, you cling to your parents, and they perhaps cling to their faith to know how to help you through that. When you're an adult, you of course have family and friends, but you don't cling to your parents. You have to have something, though, that is there for you. And I think that's when it's most wonderful to have had a well-developed sense of faith.
What can you say to many Black Americans now to say, no, I want you really to understand what a time that was and what it was for parents like mine to be able to overcome in that time?
Well, we owe so much to our parents' generation because they had every reason, and certainly even our grandparents, they had every reason to be beaten down, so to speak, by what they saw. Every day the humiliations of segregation, every day the negative messages of segregation, and yet they lived lives of dignity, they lived productive lives. That is really quite extraordinary, given what they lived through. So we owe a debt of gratitude to that generation who brought us through. And of course, the one thing that both of my parents had that I'm grateful to have is a deep and abiding faith in God. There's no greater gift than the parents can give their kids than that.